Okay, perfect. All right. All right, let's take a peek. All right.
Drivers, to your cars.
Here we are from the great state of Texas. This is the AT&T National Series live from Alex Prime TV. This is the WHATABURGER 300 from the Texas Motor Speedway. I'm Cody Smart and I am here with Angel. Angel, my man, I know you've been through quite a lot here, including what the heck happened last night. What can you say about this glorious track over here we call Texas?
Well, Texas Motor Speedway, one of the biggest in seating capacity when it opened, and one with a weird history. Like, did you know that in the early days, pit road was too narrow and the transition from turn 4 was too rough?
Well, trust me, Texas had a fair share of problems then, and I'm sure it has a fair share of problems now. But we're trying not to get into that, as we are getting ready to prepare to run this great race here at Texas. Let's go over the starting lineup, and oh boy, this is going to be fun for a little bit. As for some reason, Coslauda is hogging up all the front spots again, because it seems to me that Dale Bush, well, okay, I need to stop people here, and I can't believe Seamus forgot to change his dang name. So, here's what's going on. This here is Phoenix Sales. Phoenix got
Phoenix
the pole.
Sales. It's Pedro Sales.
And sir, he goes by Phoenix, goes by Pedro Sales up. Anyway, Phoenix got the pole. It's supposed to be his name on it. However, for some odd reason, even though Dale Bush is on the car, and even though he hasn't touched the car for the entire dang race, they are letting Dale get the points?
Yep.
Yeah, honestly, I got a couple of dumb questions to ask the board after this. But, you see the Lost Energy Drink Chevrolet, regardless, well, he is stuck in you know where. Next, we got Regina Servant. Of course, it's the Casa Loud front row. And speaking of more Casa Loud, Angel, you can take row 2.
Row 2, we're going to see Eileen Galvan in the Napa Auto Parts Impala and another Impala, this time being Morgan McGill in the Stranger Things, The First Shadow.
Up next, we have Sean Ard, who is actually going triple duty this weekend here at the home state of Texas. He has that WHATABURGER Mustang that he'll be driving here. And next to him, we got one of the more recent winners, Cloud McBride, trying to see if he can make a strong run to the points lead.
Then behind them, we're going to see Melody Purple in the always Melody Impala. And after weeks of rehabilitation, welcome back Maggie Splitzer in the Save Big Money at Menards Dodge.
Let's not get copyrighted there, but up next we got Lazaria Smith, honestly the most sane driver out of the group, with that Charger from Claire's. I know I mixed up the words, sue me. As we got Ryan Truex and the Oscar Mayer Impala. Now, there's going to be some sponsor news about that coming up. We got our pet reporters for that.
Next up is going to be Laura Mota in the Mavis Tires and Brakes Mustang and the 34 of Luz Nacida in those Telemundo colors.
Up next, we got William Sawallich, who just came out of the O'Reilly All Parts Series race. He'll be here for that number. Oh god, it's brain rot. Oh, you gotta know it's Amtrak, okay? Gotcha. And we got Ann Boutry, who's running double duty here, because tomorrow she's got the Cricket Cup race, but for now, she's racing the Air Asia Impala.
Then behind them, we're going to see Jeffy in the KFC Camry, and the Kroger Chevrolet of Jasmine Prime.
And up next, we got Patty here. Patty did make the show for Cricket Cup via Champions Professional, so she'll be using this race to see how she can run tomorrow. And that glitch colors. And next to her, we got Tari Smith and another glitch Mustang. Good grief! We got 2 glitch cars here. That's gonna be confusing.
But not confusing is going to be Nino Lahaif in the AON machine, starting next to fellow Ford of Gav Dennis.
Yeah, give me just a moment. Can you people turn it down over there? Thank you! Okay, I have to get that taken care of. As we got Carlo Herrera and the Banco Azteca Camry, who finally made the show for once. And we got Anna Spork and that Monster Energy Charger. Yeah, finally made the show after all the controversy involving SBM.
Next up is going to be Saiko Bichitaru in the Swiffer Mustang. And next to her is going to be Haley Deegan in the Monster Mustang.
And up next, we got Lana Lau, not driven by Bucky Jr. and that Bucky Charger. And we got Romita Ortiz. Once again, one of our sisters trying to make a good run towards the top.
Then behind them, we're going to see Riley Anderson in the Carl's Jr. Charger and the branded Professional Agriculture Impala of Justin Allgaier.
Yep, as he's going double duty back to back, as we got Christopher Diaz. And that famous number 7 Camry, even on 72. We got Ruby Vogan, that 5-hour energy charger. At first I thought it was Vaughn, and honestly it sounds like Vaughn, but apparently Vogan for some reason. Alright, we can carry on.
Next up is Desiree Hudson in the Cold Stone Impala and... Oh, I'm seeing double. Shota Toroki in the KFC Camry.
We're seeing double with multiple cars here. Don't worry, Angel, it ain't just you. Up next, we got Annabelle Alberti in that Circle K Impala. And of course, we got Beeb and Mark in the Double X Impala.
Sebastian Nava in the FYE Mustang. Coming home to this track alongside Lindau Jr. in the University of Georgia Charger.
Up next, we got Daniel Bogasaura in the UPS Impala. And next to him, we got Phineas Flynn, the iHeartRadio Camry.
Ito Teiji getting the Sirius XM colors up in a row alongside Georgia Hearts and the Sam's Club / Dr. Pepper Charger.
And last but not least, we got Shane Kane in that Fireball Acrobatics Mustang. Let's hope he doesn't do anything really to trapeze today. And hang on. You may be an 8-time champion, but you're going to get this. Congratulations, Jimmy Johnson. You got a coconut. Okay, right. Then. Now let's quickly go over who do we think is going to win today, Angel?
I think for this one, I'm going to go a little bit off, but I think he has the car to do it. Sean Nard won at All Kieran Cricket Cup last year, and I think that he's going to win this race today. So Sean Nard, my pick.
Well, given that it is Texas, I won't be surprised that people get too rowdy for a cost allowed over here. So I'm just going to say it. To cause more controversy than needed, I'm picking Phoenix to win the race from the pole. I know it's difficult and apparently it acts like a drafting track for some reason, but I have my faith in Phoenix.
Alright. As we're getting ready to do some reporting before we go on.
Absolutely. Rick! Anthony! It's on you!
First of all, the big reporting this weekend is on Christopher Diaz looking for a brand new sponsor to probably replace TV Azteca, as it is potentially informed that the sponsor may not resign with the team for next year, but the talks are still in the questionings. Now, what will this mean for the 72 car? It is still unknown. A lot of drivers have been pushing the envelope for this one, but I think the one that is going to be pushing it is the 37 of Patty Jimenez. New sponsors and also a very special car for tomorrow's Cricket Cup race. Earlier this week, she wants to make the 37 car a protagonist. And I say protagonist up at the front, and with a lot of drafting coming about, it's going to be quite the adventure for the 37 machine. So Patricia Jimenez, y'all better watch out for her.
All right, thank you very much here. As we get to say it for Dale Bush. Now, Dale Bush is out. We already know that. He's at the Tulsa Shootout. He's been covering that all week long. He's been doing a good job covering things for once in his life. So because of that, Cost Allowed has signed Phoenix to the 89. But apparently there's a controversial technicality. Because in most of all cases, whenever a driver doesn't enter the race, they are not eligible to get points whatsoever. However, a strange decision did come in that Dale Bush would be eligible for points even though he's not touching the car whatsoever. And even if Seamus is forgetting to change the name over there, don't forget this is Pedro Sales we're talking about, not Dale. And Pedro Sales decided to sacrifice his opportunity to get points only to get in top tier equipment. And the rumor is that Pedro Sales will be replacing Dale Bush in that entry next season AT&T.
It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see the first Brazilian driver in Cost Allowed history.
Oh boy, here we go to team history, folks. But it's okay. Something else we're going to need to mention here before we start the engines. Let's go over the D&Qs very, very quickly because let's be honest here, we have the time. So I got our Noah Balls, Deco over there is out. Sue's out, as well as Corey LaJoy DNQ for the first time. We got Persons, McMurray, Reddick going KO'd again. Colfane and Camille, those are the drivers that will unfortunately miss the show. So with that being said, let's get to the command to start the engines.
Drivers, start your engines!
Look at me and my quick speaking.
And they're already starting it.
Yep.
And you know,
so
celebrations for this weekend had started with all this ambience. Here's what we saw like a couple of moments ago. All the pyro going on, all the smoke bombs.
Okay.
These fans, some of the best fans that you can take in consideration in motorsports.
Sir, you do realize this ain't soccer, but we can at the very least take a look at the track facts over here. So, Texas has been reserved, and they did try to go for a little higher banking, not too much higher banking. They are launching experiments on that one, but they are trying to make this a drafting track due to many concerns about the entertainment value of Texas. They're trying to improve, they're trying to introduce draft racing into Texas, make it a super speedway like they would do with Atlanta. And one more story before I go to green involves Riley Anderson. There was an investigation towards her gambling abuse over the past couple of weeks. The board did decide she will be on probation indefinitely, but we do not know the timetable yet. What we do know is it's going to be at least a few months until she can get back on track. So here's the pace car, goes in, and here they come to the front stretch, and we're underway here at Texas. As we got a pet report coming in just in time. Woof.
No.
Oh my god. Well, he's pulling the Dale Bush impression with that one. But here we go. Everyone is trying to put their distance on one another. Oh, 3 wide right behind 89. As Phoenix going to lead lap number 1. Sean Ard going up for second.
Sean is already looking for some positions. I mean,
Oh,
he is not
I think he's going for the lead.
There it goes.
He is going to the point. Sean Ard, he wants to get an opportunity to lead. This is lap 82 of 81. That's how many laps are going tonight, folks. As you see many people trying to go 3 wide. Remember, they're trying to experiment with the higher banking because if this works out, they may make this the next super speedway. That's Melody Purple tries to see if she can try to take the lead away from Ard. Melody Purple almost missed this race. She had to take part in knockout qualifying for the first time this season, and her car almost got DQ'd after knockouts. But luckily, she is here. Goes to 13! 13 goes around! And we have a caution. Oh, I think we see more problems. Watch out, 29.
Oh,
as
my God.
luckily, this is not going to be a crazy one. You gotta be kidding me! Ryan Truex just got dumped at the moment of caution. That's gonna get revealed, no problem. But let's see who decided to do the stupid here. But before we find out who did the stupid, let's find out what happened with the 03. Or 13, my bad. We seem to get confused with that a lot.
Let's see. Oh, we're going 3 wide.
3 wide exiting the corner. Similar to Charlotte, we seem to have problems with that. And somebody tried to miss. And you see the 29 going around. Some people had nowhere to go, but luckily they only got a love tap, if anything.
Oh,
But we're gonna go back. We're gonna go back, and we're gonna see these 3 over here. But first, it looks like we're gonna be looking at Boogie next. Here's his view.
Oh, he just flipped the 13.
Yep, wrong place, wrong time right there. And what the? Daisy, like he got tapped some more from the back. Jeez Louise. The good news is it looks like the car should be able to come back out after some repairs. Yeah. We are now going to take a look at Tari, who got a very close call.
Oh, that is as close as you're gonna get.
Yeah, that is a cold brown right there. And she better be lucky that somebody else hit the 13, because if they didn't, that 03 would have potentially risked having to participate in knockout qualifying at the Glen. And participating at the Glen is scary on its own. But let's take a look at who decided to do the stupid. Okay, I feel like we should. Yeah, I feel like we need to rewind that real quick and go on half speed, because I feel like a lot of people would miss that easily. Here's a better view. Oh, yeah. It is a 0. Oh, 00. All right, I gotta ask a dumb question. Hey, Glenn McBride, don't you know what not clear means? Yeah, and and they are for it. Yep, Clyde McBride to the back of the field for the next restart. And this is huge here, because the last time this happened, you gotta take a look at Kansas. Jolika Cofane was the one who dumped Jimmy Johnson at the caution. As you look at the DNFs, looks like Boogie and Nino, the 2 that really got involved in the incident, will be out of the running. And this is bad news for Cano Motorsports over there, because they already had a car DNQ from the race. And if I can take a look at where Boogie is in points, 22nd in the owner's points, that's going to be questionable. But the good news is I think it'll be enough points for them to make it into the show next week. But I'm going to be keeping an eye out just in case something goes completely wrong, especially if you're the 13. But we're going to wait and see what happens after the end of the race, that's for sure.
And Lucas making his way up.
Yep, he started from the rear of the field. Jimmy Johnson did pick up quite a few quality positions over there. He ran to get through that wreck, and now, even though he's at the midfield going into this restart, he did pass plenty of cars. And oh my, I see we have plenty of pit stops as well, because cars including Williams, Wallace, Lazaria Smith, Patty stayed out. So pit strategy could be coming to play here.
Oh yes, it is time to go out into the play, but let's go over to Rick Erickson, who's right now sitting outside the 13 and 29's garage stones. Currently looking at the situation, it seems like both headers on the 13 and 29 were gone. They already removed them, but there's no possibility on trying to repair them. As remember, repairing a header is pretty much impossible in these situations, guys.
Yikes. The good news is they are somewhat stable in the owner's points, so they might not need to worry about knockouts next week. And knockouts is very critical next week because at Watkins Glen, not only do you see a lot of part-timers with road ringers, but also you see drivers who are going to take advantage of a new rule that's going to come into effect next week. That new rule we're not going to announce until we get there, so hold your horses here, folks. As the stupid pace car goes in, and William Sawalich is going to be the one who lays them back to the green. Here we go. It's turn number 1 here at Texas. And let's see how long it takes for them to... Oh, it doesn't take them long at all. As Galvin's going to be the first one to make the move.
And she is. Look at that. She's coming up with a head of steam.
Oh, yeah, she is coming in indeed. Oh, boy. As it looks like Galva's going to be one to take the lead. Psycho right behind her. You got to give it to Psycho, though. I'm not going to try to jinx her in any way or form. We're going to try not to. But it seems like we curse everyone all the dang time here. But let's be honest here. Psycho, she has gone from DNQing 3 in a row to now being within attack distance to possibly make the chase. As now she's going to get cast aside for Patty. Patty wants to lead some laps, but Maggie, Maggie, don't force it forward. That was another close one. Jeez Louise. I think we're going to get to more wrecking before we get to lap 20.
Oh, yes, we are, but Patty's going to try to hold it, and here comes Maggie.
Maggie in her first race back. She wants redemption. She wants to climb herself back up to get in contention for the driver's chase. She wants to lead her. Uh-oh. This might be issues. This might... Oh, good thing they resolved that. Psycho and Sawalich tried to back up a little bit. And that was a good move on them as we see the fastest lap in. The driver who's on probation is on the fastest lap.
And she's on the lead now.
Good Lord. Oh boy, I can tell you a funny story about this, let me tell you. Oh, Annabella.
Is she gonna
trying to knock on the door. Oh, it's at 25 and 77!
Oh!
37 gets involved!
And there goes
Oh
Sean.
my, yeah, there goes Sean, there goes Patty. And, oh, Psycho, what are you doing? Psycho, don't you know what not clear means? Thank you. As cars are trying to scramble here. My goodness, here we go again. And some of these drivers, yeah, Patty's gonna be done. As it looks like Annabelle Alberti's gonna beat Georgia Hart and Riley Anderson to the yellow. Let's see what in the world happened here, because, like I said, I knew there was going to be a wreck in no time, and guess what? Well, wait a minute. And it all started with Ann Bonjoy and Sean Ard, and very similar to the first incident, except... yeah.
He got flipped by Haley Deegan.
What? Oh, Deegan also gets involved. Oh, that was a close call from Maggie. Well, time to say it, folks. Race at Texas, they said. It'll be fun, they said. As we get another view, this is what we saw. Oh, we got plenty of views to see here, but I feel like the one we're going to want to see the most here is going to be from Sean. Oh, yikes. Let's get a view on him.
That's where he gets whipped by Deegan.
Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, I mean, we saw a flip similar to this last night at Texas with a 37 truck. But we're gonna get somebody else here. We're taking a look at Lazarian. No, unfortunately. Who? Oh, God. Should I ask the question?
Yes.
Hey, Ambochui, do you know what not clear means? As we're looking at Patty,
Oh.
who got dragged into that incident. Yeah, she got dragged into that incident, and the big problem here is that 37 entry, before this race, went 0-4 in knockout qualifying, may I add, before making this race. As next driver we're going to take a look at is going to be Christopher Diaz.
Running from his teammate. He sees the wreck. Look at how calm. Look at how calm. He's trying to do it. But gets tapped.
It doesn't look that bad. I think it'll be alright.
Yeah, it could potentially be fine.
Yeah, I mean, we do have plenty of drivers who are going to have to less that are involved in this incident, but even if so, plenty of them are going to remain on track. As next person we're going to see is Tari. Tari nearly missed the first wreck, and now, oh, almost got, yeah, like, okay, that was like a love tap there. I mean, technically she could be listed, but I guess they decided to pull out the hood. Yeah, they're trying to keep the car on track. They know they can't afford a DNF. As I am asking a dumb question to a couple of these entries, because they were barely involved in incidents, and apparently they are still on pit road for some odd reason.
We gotta take a look at what happened here because I saw some skid marks.
Oh, great. Another incident under caution. Well, somebody's gonna get in trouble. Question's gonna be who? As we have to actually go back another lap.
Oh, there it is.
What? Okay, so this we did not get. So
Oh!
Trorex! Wait a minute, but I saw something else. Go back a little bit, Angel. Go back, because I saw the 27 with issues.
Yeah, we gotta see what happened to the 27 as they were always slowing down.
Yeah. I mean, him and the 12. Those are another set of incidents I want to look at here. So first, wait.
Oh, so that's what was going on. Oh! Got into 88, that's what happened.
I'm going to place our soundboard here.
Excuse me. What the fuck?
Because I don't think we saw that in the earlier incident.
Yeah, I don't think we saw it either.
So, while they're trying to figure this out, they're going to wave all the cars that are ahead of the leader. So they're getting to work on that. And then we'll figure out who actually is the leader shortly thereafter. And hopefully they get the right person. Because trust me, sometimes we mess this up ourselves, folks. Don't worry, it ain't just you. We're in here for the ride.
Yeah, it's a lot. And they finally got it.
Yeah, as we see more cars join the garage area, including, Patty, Maggie. And there's quite a few others here, including both Toyota teammates of Diaz and Herrera. They also DNF'd. As it looks like they got to get through Truex because Ambonchui is recognized as, whoa, wait a minute, penalty on the 15 for causing a wreck on the yellow. So he's sent to the back. Meanwhile, Ambonchui will be the leader, and yes, this is the second penalty for causing a collision under yellow.
And they're becoming a lot more stricter about it as well.
Yeah, I mean, ever since that incident from Kansas involving Joe Laker Golfins, Bastion, what are you doing? What are you doing? People, don't you know a slow car when you see one? Oh, this is going to be a while, folks. As we are getting ready to go green, those who are a lap down will be going to the inside lane, and oh boy, we got plenty. I see 4 so far. As let's take a look at who's on the... Oh, let's take a look at who else DNF'd here. That's a good idea. Todoroki DNF'd with his new sponsor deal. Hudson's out. Galvin's out. Well, there goes multiple Casa Loud cars. Yeah, and I see the rowdy group over there ain't too happy. Yikes. 77's also out of this thing. Poor Sean. And that's all besides the ones that I've already listed. Oh, and the freaking 22 as well. That sounds about right. Unfortunately for Malta, she joins them as well.
Yep.
So,
my goodness.
Yikes. Are we going to be done with these cautions? My friend, I got a simple answer for you. No, I don't think we're done. I don't think we're done. Oh no, and Sean Art is not happy. Anthony, you there?
Oh my god, and there it is on the camera. He's trying to go over to the infield care center. But we're gonna get an interview with him in just a little bit. Just a little bit later.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Somebody ain't too pleased. And it's freaking Seb. As here we go on green. Well, Seb wants to have a word with Sean Hard. Here we go for the green flag. And Ambonjoy is going to try to take control and run away from this pack. As it looks like Phoenix is going to go to second. He's going to go after his ex-girlfriend.
Oh, yes.
There,
and here comes
it.
Phoenix. He's coming with a head of steam up against that 3 car. He has the run.
Yep. Here he comes. Phoenix does not lead the lap, but he will eventually lead this race. As you see, plenty of cars being stacked up over there due to lap traffic. But it looks like it's the 89 and the 3 that are trying to run away. The 11 going for third. Or is third now, I should say. As the cars are finally organizing themselves out of that wreckage. As you see a couple of new contenders on the way. I see Luz Nacida climbing away here. I see Tari Smith nearby. I also see Jeffy!
Yep, Jeffy's coming up.
What the? Oh boy, I feel like I have a couple of questions to ask right about now. But Jeffy is somehow coming to the front.
Yeah, that's a good car. I mean, he has a good car. You cannot deny it.
Oh boy.
Good luck with that allegation, folks.
As we see the 6 of Jeffy, even though I feel like his hand's being controlled by somebody else, because his IQ ain't there, I'll give you that much. But the bright side, at least he's keeping the inside lane. He is going up to the third position at the moment, as Phoenix has been taking control of this race ever since the restart. But Riley Anderson, she does not want to go gambling to avoid suspension, but she is there to try to take the lead. Lazaria Smith might come and help her. Nasita is right there to the inside.
And there it is, teammates. Teammates helping each other.
Teammates, once again, the probation driver is the fastest lap.
My goodness, as we're going to take a look now. Anthony Davidson has finally caught up with the 77 of Sean Nard after that incident. A lot of people were pulling out over here for you, Sean, but at the end, you ended up wrecking, flipping, being hit by Haley Deegan. What happened?
Oh, what do you think? It was another stupid, unnecessary incident. 2 nights in a row, I get caught up in somebody's stupidity. Last night, you all saw what happened. Now, tonight, it seems like Ann Bonchoy decides to act stupid enough and tries to cause that move when Ann could have just backed off. I saw the replay myself, and I thought that was ridiculous. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but this ain't gonna... This is not going to be the type of weekend I wanted to be a part of, and it's already getting messed up because of all these people up here. Here's the thing: it was also a bit difficult to see out in the car on that front stretch. I don't know why the officials haven't done anything about it.
Well, do you think you're gonna have a much better day tomorrow in the Spring Cup and the Cricket Cup race?
I better hope so. It's ridiculous. This weekend's already gone downhill as a nightmare already for me. So let's just hope tomorrow can go well.
Very disappointed, Sean Nod, as he's making his way out of the infield cast, and he's all right, but he cannot say the same thing about his weekend or his car. Cody.
Thank you very much, Anthony. As Luz Nasita did take an opportunity to lead for a little bit, but it looks like Phoenix is back down the front. As we see a couple new contenders over here. Regina's up here. Psycho is starting to climb her way up. Lazaria Smith seems to lose it a little bit, but she might be slowly catching up somewhat soon. But right now, it is Phoenix and Sowalich. 1-2. As you see...
And remember, all that talk about having Phoenix in the car is already working. Phoenix is doing a pretty good job in that 89 car.
Yeah, Phoenix is doing well in the 89 car. That is for sure. I mean, meanwhile, I'm surprised that we might be done with cautions for now. Because, my goodness. And we got another slow car, this time in the form of Georgia Hartz. Georgia Hartz is a driver who was supposedly losing her ride after last week at Talladega over the controversy of School Bus Motorsports. But there she is, somehow, still on her ride. But she is going to go a lap down, which is not a good sign for her night. As she's now hoping for a caution to come out so she can come back in the lead lap. As Psycho, speaking of somebody who's contending to make the chase right now, Psycho has gone from 0 to hero in the last month. Ever since she has gone to the top 35 in owners points, Psycho has been climbing up the board every weekend. Right now, she is barely outside the top 15 in driver's points, and that could get her one step closer to making the chase field with a great run tonight.
Yeah, she's doing a pretty good job.
Oh, there's Smith. Smith to the inside. She is going to lose a spot or two. But we got more lap traffic, this time in the form of 2 cars. It looks like that is Truex and Ortiz over there. As Jeffy is going for the lead. What the bleep is going on?
He's going to try it. He has
This
a position on
Pensacola.
Phoenix.
Looks like Jeffy could be using lap traffic as a pick. Or maybe to throw my block. No.
It actually worked. It actually worked for the 6 car, and now
it actually
Phoenix
works. How? Phoenix is desperate now, as it looks like I really need to stop mentioning drivers' names in particular because it seems like they're getting them cursed all the time.
yes,
But
oh!
that might be an issue. Look out!
They're trying to
boy.
get past the 15 desperately.
Oh yeah, they are, and now multiple drivers are slowly losing the draft over here as a result. Trying to get through them cleanly. Yeah, we really got to keep an eye on who could be next in terms of lap traffic, because if you're a lap down, you don't want another car lapped, because if a caution comes out, your race could be saved, as it looks like Shane King might be the next one that goes a lap down. As you see...
No!
Oh no, we got another wreck! It involves Phoenix! Oh no! And the 900 collect. Oh, Melody's involved! That is a 3-car wreck right now. Oh, look out! You've got to be kidding me! There goes the spark! Oh! More close calls again, as more cars are going to be done. And where's third on down?
There they are.
Why did they slow down that badly? Okay. Well, might as well see what happened here, as the points leader, Dale Bush, even though Phoenix is driving the car, is going to be out of this one on top of a few others. Let's see what happened.
Oh, got hit by his teammate.
Regina Servant! Oh! Yeah, that's not going to make the super fans happy, as Melody also gets involved. Melody did not need that, as here's number 4, Anna Spork. Dear Lord, and we almost had number 5 with Haley Deegan. A lot of people not knowing where they're going, that's for sure. But the first person has to be Regina Servant. Here's what happened. Okay, that time I can't blame Regina. That time I can't blame Regina. I can't.
Yeah, we can't.
I can't blame her. I mean, this time the person to blame... Oh boy, as we're losing audio, it is not audio. We're losing our carrier a little bit, folks. But I think it's fine for now. But hey, Phoenix. Phoenix, I got a dumb question to ask you. Do you know what not clear means?
I don't think it knows. This looks like winner of the race.
William Sawalich! Sawalich is the first one out. Jeffy might have stayed out. Either that or Jeffy must have ran into issues. I think Jeffy stayed out.
Oh no!
No, what the? Something went wrong with Jeffy! What are we doing? Did we have another incident under caution?
Nice job, dickface!
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. 3 cautions, 3 incidents under the caution. Let's see what in the world happened here, because... Let's see. What? Okay.
Oh, got into the back of the 87.
So there was a number 5.
Nice job, dickface!
Jeffy! Jeffy! Alright, you know what? Since that's clearly a not clear incident, I need to ask, hey Jeffy, do you know what not clear means?
He's gonna join the list of DNFs.
Yep, he joins the...
This guy stinks!
Oh my
Phoenix
god!
is done.
Yeah, Phoenix is done. Melody is done. Melody's gonna have to participate in knockouts next week. That's not gonna be good for her. Morgan's done. Yep, the super fans are not gonna be happy. We got plenty of super fans from Castle Loud who have shown up this week because this is one of their home tracks. And speaking of home tracks, next week we're gonna have a bunch of super fans. I like to call them super fans. He likes to call them hooligans for some odd reason, but that's him, not me. But we're gonna have plenty of super fans next week, because next week is the first of quite a few so-called home races for Smart Motorsports, because at Watkins Glen, well, see how much of an advantage they really have. We'll see. I ain't the judge of it. Some of my logistics crew are. But William Sawalitz is out in the front while everybody did get to pit. Oh no. Sean says, good, superfans deserve to be sad. I'll enjoy their tears. Get your cup, folks. Get your cup of fresh tears right here. As oh my lord. Time to count how many lap cars that is here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lap cars, including the 87 that got her rear end rammed into big time. And with numerous damaged cars, including those who are super slow in the lead lap, we might as well just count how many lead lap cars are there. Seriously.
Yeah, as we have 19 cars on the lead lap, there's Regina Servant, the only Castellata car remaining on the track.
This is not good for you super fans out there, because, I mean, look, your D2 car, out. All of our teammates, out. And the 36 is the last cost allowed car on the track. They would certainly not want to see that. I know I got some Shotard super fans here who are also extremely disappointed. But right now, eyes are on William Sawallich. He did race here earlier today in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, and he did okay for his race here. But we'll see if it goes well as the pace car goes in. We are almost halfway through this race. Time does go by fast, that's for sure. As here we go, back to green here at Texas. Let's see who wins the WHATABURGER 300.
The entirety of the inside held up. Here comes Riley.
Yep, Riley Anderson. She got word a couple days ago she'll be on probation. No! What in the world are we doing? Immediately caution for Gav Dennis and a few others. Keep it on the front just in case. Okay. Phew. I am very curious why they decide to wreck in the first lap of the restart as Riley Anderson has the lead. Let's take a look at our fellow Russian over here to see what happened. Really?
3 wide again?
Really? At the restart with all different speeds of cars? Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Do you think this deserves a few replays, Angel? Because I feel like this is self-explanatory. Alright, we're going for replays.
They're the biggest dumbass. Tell the 12 team they're the biggest dumbass in the fucking thing. Move out the fucking way, you slow.
Well, apologies for the language. As, dear lord, some people have some severe mismanagement of that restart. Must have lost 20 IQ at least. As we take a look at Romina Ortiz, who was trying to charge up to the field.
She was
slow at the restart. And... wait, what the... did she... Romina! Alright, you know what? Here I go again. Hey, Romina Ortiz, I can already tell I don't need to see another view to ask this question to you. Do you know what not clear means?
As we're going to take a look at on board Gav Dennis. This is going to be weird.
Lord almighty. So you see, Romina, she tries to block the 18, and that was pretty dumb. Oh,
Got clipped on the 41. Try to hold it straight, buddy. Hold it straight.
Can we cannot have one stupid race where the fucking idiot don't know how to drive? I swear every fucking track we go to, they're more and more stupid. And they took the stupid juice.
Dear lord, yeah, Gav Dennis is not happy on the radio as Romina Ortiz tried to pull a Logano block. Sorry, ma'am, this is not Penske. Deegan got involved as well. Oh boy, and she was one of the contenders to try to go for the points lead. Well, that ain't gonna happen.
Thankfully.
Yeah, yeah, thankfully indeed. As my goal is to try to not complain very much. So far, so good. As we are over halfway through this race.
My God.
Excuse me just a moment.
Over.
As here's one car getting their lap back. Looks like that's Jasmine Prime. As Riley Anderson is one taking the lead as we go over halfway through this event. He had WHATABURGER 300. I gotta say, plenty of drivers in the front that are either A, contending to get into the chase, or B, in the top 12 as is. Because you see here, Riley Anderson, she's a contender, she's trying to get up there. William Sawallis trying to keep up his spot in the points. Psycho Pichitaro has suddenly become a new contender. And last but not least, Luz Nacida, who even though had a tough run, she is getting back on track and hoping she can put that front row motorsports car into the chase before the team shuts down. I mean, so far so good, but a lot of racing to go, even though we got very limited contenders here. I mean, looking at the top 10, Angel, I think that we got realistically 7 cars, up to 7 cars, maybe more, but for now I say 7 cars that are really in contention to go for this win. Yeah, as of right now, let's just take a look, see if there's any more DNFs, shall we? Angel!
I just came back.
Well, welcome back, sir. Let's go ahead and take a look at any war drivers DNF in this one.
Oh, yes.
Phineas Flynn DNFs. Meanwhile, nearly every other driver here, they are able to recover. They are multiple laps down. 19 cars remain on the lead lap, but like I said before, there are more contenders here. Well, less contenders. Like, let's say up to 7 cars, Angel. See if you can agree with me on that.
Yeah,
I think there's up to 7 cars that could contend for this win here. Because Tari Smith, even though she is slow and she can't contend anymore, keeping that top 10 spot, she has truly become persistent here. I mean, she's remaining persistent. Clyde McBride is remaining persistent here. If it wasn't for these numerous cautions coming out, not only they'd be losing a crud ton of positions, they would be going a lap down and probably trapped a lap down.
Oh, yes, they would. 2 cars got to wave around on this one, those being the 8 of Jasmine and the 20 of Shane.
As we'll see if they can try to stay on the lead lap for once. But for right now, the winner could be the following: Riley Anderson, William Sawalits, Sago Taro, Luz Nacida, Justin Allgaier, Ambo Joy, and Regina Servant. One of those 7 may be the only contenders remaining in this race, as here they come, Angel. Here we go again.
Oh, yes.
As once again, our fellow driver on probation who's in the lead right now is one that would get the extra point. Dear Lord. Alright, let me tell you a funny story here, Angel.
Oh,
so there was one league where after the end of the 2022 season at Phoenix, I mean, me and this dude, we just had a flat-out argument over who did wrong over what judgment call from another chat during the Phoenix weekend. And even though I was supposed to win the title over there, he just decided to flat-out revoke it. I mean, we tried to appeal, but apparently he couldn't get a verdict in time after the final set of appeals, which there was supposed to be a large board for, but history on that is still disputed to this day. But that resulted in the probation for 2023, and I went on to win the championship, a Cup Series championship, while starting the season on probation.
Wow.
Dear Lord. Baby Riley Anderson's trying to do the same over here, trying to come up with massive rebound after just being placed on probation. As here she comes to lead the green flag. We're continuing to WHATABURGER 300. Hopefully for more than one lap. Ooh, right now, it looks like the top 4 come out quite clean, but another 2 are trying to go into mad rush here. And Bonchui trying to go to the inside as well as Psycho. Psycho could be going for second.
Oh yeah, she's trying. She is trying as we see a huge pack of cars over here.
Ooh, yep, it looks like Regina Sarvent is getting stuck over there. Yeah, she might be just as slow as Tari. So I think, unfortunately, it really might come down to 6 cars at this point. As you see over here, Psycho and Luz trying to do anything they can. I think Luz is more likely to get the pass, though. She's peeking. Yeah, I mean, I kind of guessed, but here she comes to the inside. She wants to go for the lead here. Well, we are down to truly 6 contenders. Sorry, super fans, Castle Out ain't winning tonight. But it could come down to one of these 6 here to see who can get it done here at Texas in the AT&T Grand National race. As a lot of these drivers here, except for Bonchui and Allgaier, are contending for chase spots at the moment. Bonchui wants to get in that conversation as the Wallace goes for second back at Luz. As the laps begin to tick down, and assuming that we don't have a caution here, we may be looking at green flag pit stops at some point. But right now, here's Am.
I mean, it would be the first time throughout this race that we see it, but Anne Bonchui at the moment trying to stay within the contention grasp. She's doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, I mean, any of these 6 could realistically go for the contention grab right here as Jasmine Prime still a lap down, trying to battle with Tari. Tari trying to keep that car inside the top 10, but the good news is her car may be slow, but it's at least fast enough that could put her in contention for a good finish. So she's trying to do anything she can, but she's getting just screwed over by lap traffic. As the only car that she... Yep, Williams rushing. Oh, not for long. Psycho to the inside. She's going to go for the lead as we are about to go to 30 remaining. 2 by 2 by 2 as Psycho to the inside wants to get her first win of the season, but it's way too early to tell as she is going to take the point.
And she's doing it.
She's taking the point, but not for long. Like I said, this is a drafting track we're talking about. They are experimenting with this. They do not want the single car package. They are trying the Atlanta package on this track to see how it would feel. As Nocita goes to the point, Riley Anderson is right there, so Allech is back in this thing. At this point, it's just a 6-car conveyor belt, let's be honest.
And there's Riley taking the lead once more.
Dear Lord, we are going to have a different leader for every lap at the rate where this is going. So Allech wants to be the one to lead the lap.
He's doing it. He's doing it. Coming out of 4. He's got it.
As we got lap traffic on the way. Oh, here we go again, folks. Here we go again with the lap traffic. As it looks like, I believe that is Shane... no, in a Spork. Uh-oh. Oh, Psycho and Luz trying to not lose speed. Oh, Psycho! Great timing by Psycho! Let's see if she doesn't lose that draft over there, because anytime it's critical, The longer we don't see a caution, the more likely a caution doesn't even come out. So Psycho needs as much draft as she can to try to get behind the three.
Visibility become initial now. What do you mean? Visibility is going to become initial over here.
Oh, for bleep's sakes. Even though we have lights here at this track, the 3 is reporting visibility issues. We do not know if anybody else is running into it, or will the 3 need to go to pit to get that car repaired. But whatever it is, there is a probability that time is running out if they want to get the draft and get it quick, because Psycho is just struggling to get the draft of the 3 and the 24. But right now, Ambuchway, despite the visibility issues, she just took second away from Justin Allgaier, and we'll see if she can try and take the lead.
Wind is very bad over here on the position for the spotter stand. It actually broke my binoculars.
Oh, that is not good. They're going to need a backup set of binoculars here. Otherwise, this might be a problem for Am for the rest of the night. As she is getting passed by the 24. Psycho is coming up, and we got more lap traffic on the way. In the form of Ortis and Hearts. Yikes. As Psycho is now back into the mix, as well as the other two. Anderson and Nocita also trying to get back into the mix, as Ambulchui will follow the fourth. There is a probability that Ambulchui might need to report to the pit if the spotters keep on having issues over there. As whoa! That was a close call over there by the 3, but she keeps it. So Wallich and Allgaier, 2 drivers from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series race earlier tonight, or today, are going for the lead. As oh my God, Anderson, Bichataro trying to help Allgaier real quick, but how will she help him? As Riley Anderson's there, the 6 drivers are back on track. As Psycho needs this win just as much as anybody else, and she's going to the inside again. And do remember, green flag pit stops could become a thing, because if I recall correctly from the field window, I do think everybody needs to pit one more time, assuming no more cautions. So we'll wait and see about that one. As Psycho will lead the lap, but not the next one, because Anderson is going to take the lead back. I tell ya, you would think for a drafting track like this, they would have better defense than this, but I guess that's typical NR.
Yeah,
what can you do?
All clear over here, Riley.
Yep, all clear indeed. As the next
caution.
And caution. You have got to be kidding me! As we have a yellow. And right now it looks like it's yellow. It's for 2 reasons. Reason number debris is number 1. Debris is number 1. And number 2, here's how the debris happened, because we actually got a video on this. Grandstands, somebody trying to bring up a tarp, I guess rooting for Castle out, and I guess the tarp just went bloop out of his hands due to the extreme winds. And then we see the tarp near the grassy areas over there at the front straightaway. But here they come. This is what I've been talking about. This will likely be the money stop for these drivers. And if any of the top 6 run into major issues in pit road and have to deal with a slow traffic, that would be very problematic for them going into this restart, because who knows how many more cautions we're going to have left, let alone will the visibility improve. Because if the visibility doesn't improve that much, then either we may be in danger of shortening this race, and or we just may run to another yellow to restart this field again. That's oh boy, so Wallace got held up a little bit. And Psycho is gonna run into an issue, because the 36 This is what I've been talking about going into pits here, especially this being the money stop. You do not want to finish behind anybody who's clearly slow and not going to contend. And Psycho is now going to be forced to start behind a slow car.
Now that is the potential of some bad stuff.
Yeah, Psycho might need another caution at this rate, as it looks like all the cars are getting more organized going out of pit road with not many cars remaining. Well, the good news is no one's under caution. I'll give it that much.
Two-card penalty.
Oh! And Williamson Wallace! Oh, boy. Well, that's a... Wow! 2 more cars are going to be sent to the back! So Wallace and Anderson, pit road violations, they're going to be sent to the back for this restart. Terrible timing right there. I said don't make a mistake on pit road, and guess what happened? Make that critical mistake. And now, all of a sudden...
You're sent to the rear. Oh!
What the... Okay! Well, luckily no significant damage there for the 16, but good grief! What is the Zero doing?
Who turned her?
I think...
Oh!
Wait, no, it was the 7! It was Alberti! Okay, well, it was Alberti and Outmark Games was the one to try to turn her. Dear Lord, do you know how to dodge, ma'am? As the old 6 was running into issues, and all of a sudden, we may have 3 or 4 contenders remaining in this race.
Yes, we see one car is going to get a wave on this one. That is just unbelievable. But anyways, Cody, as we get ready for this restart, and Cody.
Yeah, as we got a couple of people who don't know what they're talking about. We got Ann Bochwe here in the lead. We got Luz, Allgaier, and really those are the 3 that may contend at the end of this thing, because Psycho is getting stuck behind the 36, which we saw the 36 being slow. But really, the cars that haven't been running into any issues tonight are indeed the 3, the 34, the 24, and I mean the 04 has run into issues as well. However, she's about to run into issues, so I may as well cross her name off. As we are down to not so many laps to go, when we restart, it is going to be 16 laps to go to decide a winner. And it looks like it's probably going to be only down to 3 contenders here. But we're going to have to wait and see, as some of them are going to get screwed over. Green flag out here once again, as Bonchoy gets a good jump. Psycho needs to get to the inside now, as Regina wants to prove that her car could be a legitimate contender.
Now the complexity of the race has changed. Look at that, Luz Nacida to the front.
Yep, and right now this could be a 5-horse race for the win if Regina can hang on for the long run. Back to line, where did Shane Kane come from? He's all of a sudden back in the lead lap. and he's trying to see if he can contend for it as well. This changes everything here in this race. As Psycho managed to get past the 36, now to the inside to take the lead, and oh crap, I realized what lap we're on. Alright, give me a moment.
Oh my god.
Psycho, I have to do this. As we're down to 14 laps to go here in this race, Regina Cervin, we originally had to cross her out, but due to no more slow traffic, she can take the lead and possibly steal the race from everybody else. But she's not going to take the lead just yet, as Olga and Shane Kane. Shane is another driver who hasn't been contending all that much. You see Tari Smith trying to hang on, but unfortunately, she can't get far. She hasn't lost the draft sufficiently just yet, but if she can't get anything together, then Tari might be out of it, as we are on that starting number. As Psycho goes to the middle, as Ambochry and Shane Kane are getting past. Sorry, Psycho, I have to do this again.
You really gotta do it. You really have to do it.
Hey, it's again, man. Come on, man. But Psycho leading the charge. 12 laps to go in this race. This could be anybody's race as long as you have the draft. And it looks like Tari is trying to remain alive, but I don't think her car will be fast enough. As you see Shane Kane going to the inside. I think he's going to take the lead. Not on this lap. On the next lap he will. 11 to go. Here comes Shane Kane. He'll take the point and loses right there.
There it is. The real race towards the finish has started. And they're coming over to 10 to go, man.
Yep. 10 laps to go in this race. A lot of these drivers here, anybody in the top 7 could win it. Maybe 7, maybe 6 drivers. Because unfortunately, I can't see the speed out of the L3 that could really make an impact here. So this very well could be just the top 6. As Justin Allgaier is going to get to the inside of the L4, causing the second group to be formed. As it looks like Shane Kane and Luz Nasida looking to run away. Shane Kane hasn't been in contention for about half of this race, and now he is somehow in the lead after starting 41st. As I think some of these drivers are trying to organize position over here, but they are struggling and they need to catch up to that main pack fast. As Psycho is continuing to lose spots.
We see a car with smoke.
Oh boy, that ain't good. We're gonna see if that throws a yellow. That might have been Ryan Truex. That might throw a caution for debris potentially, and if it does, we will be able to have a restart. They are waiting on word right now because here's the thing: it is now or never. And I'm hearing from officials, they are throwing the caution.
Yellow.
Caution for liquids near turns 3 and 4. And that, oh my! That was a close call right there. Holy crap! As Shane Kane will be in the lead, Luz second, Regina third, and Psycho will be fourth. As we have the yellow, possibly for the final time tonight. And the good news is, since we got more than 5 laps to go, we will have one more restart.
And because it's the final restart, they gotta get all these cars that are at least a lap down out on the back.
That is correct, because since the restart will be less than 10 to go here.
Yeah, they gotta get all these cars out of the way
to handle this. Indeed. As I'm multitasking here, because we just had an incident in another server where somebody became a no-show. But it does look like they will be trying to reorganize the field because they want to give everybody an opportunity that has been able to maintain speed all race long. And we have seen an emergence of new contenders ever since the final set of pit stops. All I gotta say, my friend, I think we're in for a good finish as the 12 is going to be shuffled to the back. Officials still trying their best to get this organized as quick as they can because they want to get this restart ASAP. As the laps are counting down, from what I hear from the officials, we will be restarting with 2 laps remaining.
Oh yes, 2 more.
Because right now we're at 4 to go. We're going to be 3 laps to go this time by, which means the following time by here will be the final restart at 2 laps to go. And I'm going to say, wait, never mind, not 2 laps to go. I miscounted a little bit, but to be fair, we all miscount a little bit, so it doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
5 remaining here in this race, which means there is potential for more laps on the restart. My bad, folks. But regardless, though, this is going to be a race to the finish. So let's talk about these drivers real quick. Shane Kane head in for the majority of the race ever since his incident. Ever since being shuffled in the back, he's just been trying to get to the front. Now he has the clean air to do it. You got Luz Nacida, team shutting down at the end of the season. Meanwhile, we got Regina Servant, another driver who got stuck in the back due to slow traffic. She's now back in the mix. Psycho, been around, hoping to get the team's first ever win. Well, technically they already got a win, but I'm not going over that again.
Oh my god.
And Bone Chewy running at the top 5. What you got, Angel?
Oh my god, the entire press box is starting to vibrate as you see the the 5th car is starting to jump up and down on the grandstand, celebrating the 36 hit on top 5. Wow.
There we are. Multiple frying pans are handed out for that.
There's
as we are. Give me a moment. I know how to get them out. Hey, everybody around here. I want you to hide right over here. You're gonna be safe. Don't worry. I got a huge cage out. I'm going to let it open. All right. 1, 2.
Anyways, we have Rick Erickson cutting up with Sebastian Nava, who retired earlier. Sebastian, over here with you. What happened to your car? It seemed like you were gonna be all okay, but at the end, the car ended up giving up after the pit stops. What happened? The pit stop was great, but the piston dropped on the 06 car and still dropping up. It's not the way that we wanted to get our Texas weekend to the end, but no. Well, at least we survived throughout most of the race. Just the piston decided to hit the snooze button, whatever. But tough pill to swallow. But we'll get on Watkins Glen. Back to you guys.
As we are going to be restarting with 3 laps to go. 1 more lap than we first thought. Who's going to get it done? Will be Shane Kane, Luz Nacida, Regina Servant, Saga Toro, and Bolshoi, Justin Allgaier. Or will somebody from the back will re-emerge as a contender, as you see Williams for Wallace, who served his penalty. He is up towards the tail end of the top 10. He could say something about this. As we are ready for the final restart, who is going to win the WHATABURGER 300?
And eventually, great restart by the 20.
Yep, not so great of a restart for the 36. I see Williams for Wallace trying to make some moves already, trying to get to the back of our contenders. As Psycho trying to go to the inside for a second already. I think this might be a bit early for Psycho, but she is not taking any chances as she is trying to get to the inside. Shane Kane is at full view. We'll see what happens. 2 to go. Shane Kane yet to win for this organization. Could he try to get it done? I don't know if I like that lane from Psycho or from Shane. We're gonna wait and see what happens here. Allgaier's coming. Williams for Wallace is out the back of the contenders. Psycho trying to reel in Shane Kane. Cannot do it just yet. And boat joey right there. We're gonna go on a white flag sponsored by Wells Fargo Bank. We'll see if Psycho can try to go on the inside. One mistake and it's over. She is trying to get the clean air, but not quite. She's going to have one more chance to get on through, but unfortunately, it is not going to be enough. As, oh no!
Black
We got a black flag! No, there goes Shane Kane! And that's what gives Psycho Pintataro the victory for the WHATABURGER 300 in Texas!
What happened?
Dear Lord! What happened indeed? We're going to try to get word from the officials! What happened to the 20? Dear Lord, that was insane! As you saw the battle from third on down before that black flag, officials are scrambling. We are trying to see the footage from the officials to see what happened at a 20. Why did he get called?
Let's see what happened over here. And they're saying they could be reviewing for the restart.
Oh, I see what happened there. I see what happened. We have the vice president of competition. We got Alex Prime here as well.
Remember that the gap has to be relatively close by the time they exit out of the restart box. When he increments the gap, is violated restart procedure. We get the black flag.
Oh, yep, and I see them there. I see this is going to take a while for them to officially review because they know in good faith that if the 20 wouldn't have gotten the black flag, he would have went on to win the race more than likely. However, we got, I mean, this is what they're looking at.
Look at it.
Yep, that is the gap that they are looking at. I see numerous big people here. I see the chief of competition there. I see Alex Prime, the vice president of the board, is here as well. Alex is double checking things himself because not only does he get to be there for inspection, but he's also here right now revealing this because he wants to get the right call himself. The reason why he can't be with us at the booth is because he is actively reviewing the situation there involving Shane Kane. So, we're going to wait. We're going to wait. We're going to see what Alex says because more likely than not, it is going to come from him. That's what I heard from some correspondents from here. If anybody's going to make the call, it's going to go to Alex.
Well, we're gonna take a look because something may have been missed because you already saw the gap. You already saw that gap that was already increased on that restart because it cannot be that long, and hence why that is being reviewed at the moment.
I can see where Alex is a little concerned at the moment, and that is the restart zone. It does seem like here that Shane Kane did have a late restart. However, it looked like the driver in second place was very slow at the restart zone. So I am rather curious with what's going on here. But right now they're having a lengthy discussion over here. So folks, just so we're clear, Psycho is not the official winner
Yet.
There is a probability that they may overturn this call and give the win over to Shane Kane. We are waiting at the moment. So, if you just tune in here for the AT&T Grand National Series race here at Texas, the race has ended. However, the winner is not official. While they will take the time to inspect all of the AT&T cars.
They already got the update.
All right. We got an update here. It says here, Roush Racing 20 and Frontwell Motorsports 34 gaps double the legal distance permitted. As of now, as of before inspection, the 04 will get the win here at Texas. So, Psycho Bitataro, assuming things go well at inspection, she will get her first win of 2026, and that may very well put her as a chase contender.
Wow.
Dear Lord. Dear Lord.
And they already they're making it official. They're already looking at the expansion group.
Yeah, inspection. Yeah, because unfortunately the 04 did not have enough time to go to victory lane due to the situation. So they are looking at the 04 right now, and it was actually requested by the competition manager for Glitch Racing Ventures to get the car looked at just in case, because we gotta look back at Kansas. At Kansas, what happened was there was some stupidity that happened on the final pit stop of the race where somebody decided to accidentally hit the fuel tank onto the back fender. And because of which, they believe that because of that little contact there, that the material of the back wing was probably, back splitter was not properly adjusted to begin with. And because of that, that explained why it got dinged by 2 degrees off of compliance. So because of that, even though the 37 technically won the race, that's why they were disqualified. So that is why the competition director told the officials, get the car inspected right away. We do not want to run into any issues. We just want it cleared as soon as...
There it
is! And for the first time, no issues. They learned from their mistakes. And Psycho Bitataro, first win of 2026, veteran gets it done. As Glitch Racing Ventures, first career win as a team. Meanwhile,
Wow.
Let's go over the results, because, dear Lord, this is going to be a mouthful. Psycho Bitataro, first win, 2026 of the WHATABURGER 300. She finishes first, and will get second. Regina Servant third, Olgar fourth, and Williams Walich rounds out the top 5. Meanwhile, I got losing the seat at Tari Smith. Jimmy Johnson from dead last gets 8th. Great job by him. Riley Anderson and Lana Loud rounds out the top 10. As you see all the rest of the drivers who finished on the lead lap, I'm going to give you a couple of moments to look through the results here. I mean, some notable mentions here. Ito Tiji, who recently fell out of the playoff contention or chase contention, he did well for his race. And about O'Berty, who liberated herself from knockout qualifying, she got another good finish. Oh, help Birdie owners points. Ruby Vaughan, after the situation involving School Bus Motorsports, she comes out in 17th. And points leader contender Haley Deegan in 18th. As now you look at the drivers who not only finished a lap or more down, but the drivers who DNF'd, and trust me, there are plenty. Including drivers such as Daniel Bogdasarov. Canada Motorsports did not need this. On top of the other drivers who DNF'd, including multiple cause-allowed athletic entries like Eileen Galvin and Desiree Hudson, who only get that one measly point. And all the other drivers, not a great redemption run for Maggie Splitzer tonight, but we'll see if she can bounce back tomorrow as she'll be making her comeback race in the Cricket Cup Series. As we also have notable DNFs including Phoenix, who was driving for Dale Bush. Even though the entry is only going to get 7 points. Who knows what this is going to say about the points lead going into Watkins Glen, where only the best world rangers are going to be your big contenders when we cross that bridge.
And anyways.
So, final thoughts, Angel?
Well, I'd say a lot of people going out and they're pretty happy with the result, and you see most of the fans are really happy. Even the hooligans are celebrating Psycho's first win.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta take a look at the story here. Quite the redemption story. I mean, we got new owners. I mean, SMG4, we got Smart over here as well. They had a goal in mind. And one of those goals is to make Psycho the next superstar to join Maggie in the Cricket Cup Series as soon as next year. And it looks like part of the goal could be accomplished here. And after so many close calls from Smart, the team finally gets the job done, even though not from his brand name. Psycho Pittataro gives the organizations their first win as a team as Psycho steals it from the crowd. Finally in victory lane for the first time this year. And of course, that'll do it for the AT&T Grand National Series here on Alex Prime TV. This has been Cody Smith saying thank you very much for watching AT&T coverage here. As we see you next week as we go round the racing from Watkins Glen. We'll see you there, folks.